What happens when you completely slash your entire company's payroll and replace it with a $40,000 a month API bill? And can you actually run a massive conglomerate from the back of an Uber using just AI agents? Well, let's dive right into this explainer and uncover exactly how veteran entrepreneur Andrew Wilkinson replaces an entire traditional workforce with pure, raw AI execution. So the million-dollar question here is, how do you actually pull this off in the real world? This entire teardown comes straight from a fascinating deep dive interview with Andrew. He hasn't just tweaked traditional management, he's completely gutted massive human labor costs and swapped them for highly efficient, raw API compute costs.
Our path today is incredibly straightforward. We'll start with micro product creation, zoom out to macro business management, dig into some disruptive personal life hacks, and finish up with a highly actionable reverse prompting framework.
Let's hit our first section. How does someone with absolutely zero technical background execute a massive product vision without a team? It all comes down to a concept called vibe coding. Historically, building software meant you needed a small army of programmers, designers, and project managers. But now, a non-technical person literally just talks to an AI, bypasses all those middlemen, and turns an idea directly into functional code. The contrast between the old way and the new way is staggering. The legacy model was basically like being a Hollywood screenwriter. You write a script, then you have to convince 100 people and raise $50 million just to get it made. But with the new model, using agent frameworks like Harbor, your creativity is never bottlenecked to the execution. You just build it. Let's look at how this monetizes in a specific project, the Deep Personality app. The execution details here are flawless. A user sits down, takes a 40-minute multiple-choice test, and the AI extracts those answers directly into a JSON file. From that raw data, it instantly generates a 100-page, highly personalized psychological relationship report written in the style of Robert Greene. But the operational delivery of this app is where it gets really hardcore. There are no human employees. He deployed a Harbor-based team of agents. You've got a dev agent instantly fixing critical P0 bugs and merging pull requests, a support agent reading emails and triaging tickets. And the absolute craziest part? The marketing agent hooks straight into live post-hog data, runs multivariate ad tests on Meta and Reddit, and once the data is validated, it autonomously scales the ad budget from $1,000 straight up to $100,000. And it's working. This fully automated single-person app has already pulled in $20,000 in real revenue. The trajectory is set perfectly to use pure AI execution to scale this into a $1 to $2 million autonomous micro-business. Moving on from a single micro app, let's zoom out and see how AI scales up to cross-manage massive holding conglomerates. The dimensional strike on legacy enterprise software here is wild. Historically, managing massive assets meant paying $50,000 to $100,000 a year for legacy software like Adapar. Now, a CFO who literally doesn't know how to code spent just 2 weeks building a fully customized AI dashboard. The cost plummeted to just API token usage, giving them a real-time global balance sheet that instantly tracks everything from real estate to equities. By dumping massive amounts of internal company data into a vector database, the AI functions like the Eye of Sauron. It instantly tracks the exact status of 132 direct investments. It can tell you immediately how an initial $16 million grew to $36 million. And it flags any subsidiary if their spending looks even slightly off. Next, we need to talk about an incredibly brutal, hardcore insight regarding the entire future of the software industry. The core logic is that traditional software moats are just gone. The barrier to entry is zero. Anyone can now build an app that used to cost millions. Because of this, many once premium software businesses have turned into what Warren Buffett famously calls cigar butts. You pick them off the street, take one free puff, and they're done. So, what is the actual strategy here? It's simple but brilliant. You use AI agents to rapidly spin up micro-businesses that have absolutely no moat but generate fast cash, extracting $1 to $2 million. Then, you don't reinvest in the software bubble. You take that cash and buy hard, physical assets. You buy TSMC stock. You buy data centers. You turn temporary digital profits into the raw iron and silicon that actually powers the AI revolution. Let's shift gears and look at how this same logic completely automates an individual's private life and health. This is a legitimate life hack. All day long, an app called Hearsay runs on his iPhone, recording and transcribing his real-time life conversations.
Then, at night, Firefly's and GBrain APIs automatically sync every meeting and email into a personal vector database. The very next morning, while he's in the shower, a custom Gemini voice model pulls all that fresh data to generate an exclusive 7-minute podcast, giving him all his vital business updates for the day. But the most insane part of this personal ecosystem is Mara, his custom AI doctor. She's not just tracking steps. She automatically ingests the raw JSON data straight from Apple Health every single day. By analyzing 5 years of resting heart rate and sleep data, this AI literally predicted a viral nerve pain flare-up 3 days in advance just by correlating micro-fluctuations in his wrist temperature. And if things get really complicated, the AI instantly spins up a virtual medical board of specialists for a 10-minute intense diagnostic consultation. All right, we are almost done. Let's give you a highly actionable framework you can use the second this explainer ends. Everyone is stressing right now about learning how to prompt engineer, but the reality is entirely counterintuitive. Manually writing prompts is already dead. So what do you actually do?
The hack is reverse prompting. You just state a massive macro goal, like buying commercial real estate. Then you command the AI to reverse interview you for 10 minutes. It fires multiple choice questions at you, extracting every single constraint and hidden requirement right out of your brain. Then the AI independently writes the absolute perfect prompt itself and deploys it straight to a squad of 8 sub-agents to execute.
Before we wrap up, let's rapidly review the high-density facts that define this entire shift.
Let's rapid-fire these hardcore metrics. A $40,000 monthly API bill completely replaced a massive legacy payroll. 2 weeks of work from a non-coder wiped out a $50,000 to $100,000 enterprise software system. We're seeing instant, 100-page personalized reports and flawless tracking of 132 direct investments growing from $16 million to $36 million. This isn't theoretical. This is happening right now.
So here is your one-sentence takeaway for today. Stop treating AI as a clever little chat tool. Starting today, you must deploy it as a highly specialized, autonomous workforce to bypass every single traditional efficiency bottleneck.
Finally, I have a hardcore debate for you. Based on the metrics we just saw, is this software cigar butt era a once-in-a-century genius opportunity for solo founders, or is it a massive trap? What is your reasoning? Drop your take in the comments below. And don't forget to literally leave a comment so the system can automatically send you the complete mind map of all the AI tools we broke down today. Catch you on the next one.